why does the high five habit work? High fives have been, just like our negative self-talk has been learned through lived experiences, so has the high five, right? We didn't start our lives with negative self-talk. We were actually, like when I think about my kids or my nephew who I just spent the weekend with last weekend, he doesn't have any negative self-talk, right? We didn't have negative thoughts when we were little. You're actually pretty darn confident. But over time, through lived experiences, we slowly start to learn that negative self-talk. Like, maybe I actually can't do this. My parents tell me to be careful when I'm doing this all the time. Maybe there's something to be scared of. Maybe I should be fearful. My teacher told me that I'm not good at math. My coach is always yelling at me and really aggressive, right? So I don't want to stop this without mentioning the marketing strategies, right? The marketing, especially to women, that we are not good enough until we lose the weight, until we become successful, until we're mothers, until we find the man, that we are not happy as we are because we need to buy the next thing, right? So I want to make sure that we capture that, because that's definitely part of this lived experience. Through lived experiences, we have created this negative self-talk, but we have also learned the high five, right? High fives are nice job, good work, let's go. I love when my son's basketball team, they give high fives for everything, right? Or like a little dap, especially when somebody misses a shot or they end up on the floor. they get creamed because it's the way of saying, shake it off. Get back in the game, right? We got this. Shake it off, get back in it. You've got this. It can also be, I love you, right? Like, just high five. I love you. You have got this. So we've also learned the power of the high five through our lived experiences. Now, this messaging is stored in our subconscious. This messaging is stored in your subconscious. And so we need to marry this activity to new neural pathways. It is the unexpected that activates the messaging. We don't need to give ourselves a high five because we are worthy of celebration. If you're feeling resistance to this concept, it might be because you are not used to celebrating yourself, that you feel like you are not worthy of celebration. This is a learned experience, right? We have been taught through our experience, just like our money mindset. We have learned these behaviors by the small messaging. And you might be resistant to what I'm saying because you don't feel worthy. You don't feel big enough. You don't feel enough to be able to embrace this type of celebration, this type of self-love. When you give yourself a high five, you are saying to yourself, I see you and I hear you. You have to focus on yourself, right? You have to focus in the mirror at connecting the hand, and you are saying to yourself, I see you, I hear you. And for a moment, you stop the negative self-talk. You embrace a new energy.